Hello. Hi. So when Austin asked me to speak to him earlier today, he asked me to just give some insights into what's happened in the market in the last couple of years. So I've done a quick market snapshot. And we started 2019 because that was the last normal year. So on average, we had 263 sales that year. In 2020, we had 282 sales. So we were up 7%, not a huge amount. In 2021, we had 359 sales. It was absolutely crazy. So we're up 27% over 2020 and 37% over 2019. And 2019 and 2020 sales were, indicative of what the market has been like. Right now, as of today, we have 96 sales. We're on target for about 75% of what the sales were from last year. So it's not quite as busy. Average sale price, we have gone, so sale price versus list price. So list price in 2019 was $419,000, sold 410. So it's 98% of the list price. Same for 2020, we're 98%. Average sale price, $434,593. In 2021, we did see a 0.1% increase in average sale to list price. And you can see that list price is actually going up. We're now 1% over the list price, and our average sale price is 460. Average sale price was 467,749, which is, we're creeping up there. Like if you look from 2019, 410 to 467. The market, because our market is so small, when we have a bunch of big houses, it does skew the results a little bit. And I know last year we had a lot of big houses on the market that sold. Okay, so the next numbers at the bottom are the stats by quarter. So you see the first quarter is 78 sales, 91, 55. Everything started to go a little bit crazy after COVID started. So 2020, in March of 2020, when we were flattening the curve, we had a standstill for 2 weeks, and that was exactly when I opened my brokerage. And so it was a really scary time because it was really scary because I didn't know, what the heck I'd done and what was coming. And so I actually assumed I had no choice. I just assumed that things were going to be good. So we would use that time just to prepare, and so we did. We prepared, and then things got busy. And so 109 sales from April to June 30th. And it all was very condensed into a couple of months because once things started, it started fast. And the way we sold real estate changed. We started using masks and hand sanitizers and gloves at the beginning. We had COVID questionnaires, and we did a lot more virtual tours. Military, which is a big part of our market, they weren't coming on house hunting trips, so they were doing virtual purchasing, which is, I think, super scary because you really can't feel a house until you walked into it. And luckily, I never sold any that people regretted, and I'm still selling virtually, and I still don't like it. But the house hunting trips have resumed, and so that's a lot better for us. So the supply has slowly dwindled. Well, it's not really dwindling. I think the biggest issue is the demand is so high. 2021, end of 2020 and 2021, we saw multiple offers on virtually every listing. We saw the introduction of the escalation clause, which is now the norm. So an escalation clause allows people to essentially put an offer in and then say you'll escalate by so many thousand over the highest offer to a maximum purchase price. And then, so since everybody's using escalation clauses now, you can escalate on escalation. So they bounce until we get to the maximum often. And I think that's also driving up the price of the houses because people, I don't even know how they're getting financed on some of these houses because they're going high. They're going very high. So what else did we see? We have a crazy demand right now. we have a listing come up, we usually say, showing start on Monday, we'll look at offers on Friday, and now the new thing that's happening is we get bully offers. So somebody sees it on Monday, on Tuesday, you get an offer with 2 hours to respond. And so then it's very stressful for a lot of people involved. And the sellers especially too, because they don't want, some of them are happy to get a crazy offer because the bully offers tend to be a lot better. But then we're obligated to let everybody know that we've got an offer. Anybody who's shown it or who hasn't shown it will submit offers if they have time. And I had a listing 2 weeks ago. It was an RCMP officer. We did pictures early. He got his posting message, and so he said, okay, we're going to get ready to do showing starting Saturday. So I circulated the listing. We put the pictures up right away because we could. I had them already in the bag. And then on Friday, he has 2 little kids, so they were picking the house. That didn't look like it at that time. So he's getting ready. We get an offer. Nobody has seen this house. And so then I emailed everybody who's booked the 14 showings that we already have so far for Saturday. We got 4 offers, sight unseen, and we got $35,000 over asking on a 1984 modular on her note. I know. And so it was purchased by a military gal who I had been working with, and she had driven by when she was in town, but she couldn't see it because it hadn't been listed yet. And so I sent her to work with one of my colleagues, and she has since gone to the place and does love it. Thank God. But yeah, he was shocked because he thought my list price was very aggressive, and it was. But then, it's kind of unheard of. I'm really not sure what's going to happen in the future because we're heading for some big inflation. Some interesting numbers that I pulled. As you all know, we have the highest kilowatt hour price in the country. We are 523% more than Quebec, so we're 38 cents a kilowatt hour compared to their 7.3. It's ridiculous. Heating fuel, May of 2021 was 98 cents a liter. Today it's $1.84. Yeah. That's 88% increase. And average house in Yellowknife is approximately 4,000 liters. That's like a double wide, not a Hall Crescent. This is where those energy efficient houses are really going to shine. So average price last year would have been $3,920 a year or $326 a month. This year, we're at $7,360 or $613 a month. We've got the city talking about doing a 9% increase in taxes. Hopefully it won't be that much. And Northland Utilities is getting a little bit, they want more money too. And I don't know how they're going to get more out of us because I don't think salaries are going up that much. So I think groceries. I bought a box of nice things last night, no meat, and it was $98. And yeah, it's feeding a family, or just, I think we're in for a really, really difficult time. From what I see, I deal with a lot of, I think, retirees that are, I see that people are leaving out because it's not really affordable. If you don't have an income coming in, these numbers are scary. We are seeing, right now we have a huge problem because there's people they're trying to bring in school teachers and nurses and doctors, but there's no place to live. There's a Facebook site, and it's so depressing to watch because people are desperate for homes, and it's awful. But there's a lot still going on with the hospital, with the pool, with the cheetah mine, the potential of con mine redoing their thing. So there's a lot still going on. People, I think, still love Yellowknife because it's still kind of a safe haven, and I think there's so many social problems. We have social problems, lots of them, but I think in the South things are a lot scarier. So I think it's still a very safe and really unique lifestyle.
Norma, could you please thank us?
It's my pleasure today to thank Kim. She's been a good friend of mine for many years, and she's such an honest real estate agent. And I can say that because I've had a personal experience. So my house, there were things that I didn't like about it, And it was a bigger house for me, and I said to Kim, I really think I should sell my house and get a smaller house. And she said to me, Norma, what is it you don't like about your house? She said, why don't you just fix that? Like, this is a real estate agent that could sell my house, but she talked me into staying in my house, and I do love it. And I'm really thankful for that too. So anyone that wants to buy or sell a house, Kim is a person because she loves what she does and she cares about the clients, and she's not going to sell you a house that isn't going to make you happy. And I think you heard her say that. Like, she's really worried about people being satisfied and loving their home. And so I just want to thank you for giving us an overview of the real estate market. And it's scary for me because my house takes 6,000 liters a year. So I might be on the streets looking for money.
Chop that wood. Go get Woodstone.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Just a real pleasure to have you here today. And I do hope you think about joining us because you would make a wonderful Rotary.